much easier.
We're going to try this out and see if it works. Camera icon, so I don't know if it's broadcasting. Before we get into the video, we're just going to make sure.
And what's today's topic, Mama?
We've been trying.
I've heard about that.
Yeah, we've been trying so hard to get this broadcast out to you because there is not one video that shows this freighter glitch. Can you believe that? Here, not one person has done a video on this freighter glitch. So, anyway, this is Wizard and Miyoji.
Howdy.
Hello, the tech head from the UK. Right, Mama, you're streaming. You're not moving at the moment. You're streaming without any blocking, crystallization on your screen or anything at the moment.
All right. So we have got the A-OK. We've got the A-OK to go ahead.
The 100% A-OK from the tech head.
All right. Finally. All right. So back to the freighter glitch. What this glitch is, the one that I'm talking about, is not the one where you go into a system and there's a freighter fight and you're in the midst of it and the green stuff shows up around your spaceship so that you cannot see what you're doing. I'm not talking about the glitch that if you're inside of a freighter and you want to, glitch out of it so you can float around in space. The glitch I'm talking about is the one that will help you or allow you to be able to find the freighter that you want, the specific freighter that you want to buy or purchase and have become your own. So let me go ahead and jump into my ship that I'm using here, and we will get started. You have a save point, and what you do is you come out here to the galaxy map, and before you start this glitch, it's important to know that you don't start this glitch until you have warped into a system where there is a freighter fight. Once you warp into a system where there's a freighter fight, if you take on the fight and it ends up being a ship freighter that you do not want, all you have to do is press your options button and come in here to your saved game data. Now there's two of them here. The top one says reload current and the bottom says reload previous. You want the top one that says reload current, and that's the one you want to start at, because that will start you back in the cycle before you warped into a system with a freighter fight. I've already done that, so we're going to go ahead, go to our galaxy screen, and we are just going to pick any system. It doesn't matter what system it is. We're going to just move our warp to a whole new system. Move our cursor and warp to a whole new system. When we get into this new system, there is going to be a freighter fight. Now, I'm looking for a specific freighter. There are 3 different freighter types in this game, and this one is not the one I own, like pencil type or I guess a lot of people say it looks like the handle or hilt of a sword. That's not the one I want. And why don't one of you guys speak up and tell them why we don't want that freighter?
Right. Sorry, this is Miyoji from Manchester. This is the freighter that I first had in the game. It has at the entrance to the hangar bay 2 direct struts that stick out, which block your entrance and your exit from the actual freighter. So you find it very, very difficult to actually get in and out of your freighter. So you basically have to dock and exit the freighter within a few seconds, and it basically makes it virtually impossible to get in and out of your freighter. So all the freighters, the ships that come in and land and take off from the freighter to get in, they seem to be able to magically get through with collision detection. You cannot. So we do advise you not to go with these types of races because they do cause problems. But really, as I said, it is your choice. It is your game. But we advise you not to go for. Thank you.
Very well said. Very well said. Yes. I've had these types of freighters a couple of different times, and it was just a pain in the tush. And so we no longer go for those types of freighters. I'm glad that we've got this freighter though, and the reason I'm doing this fight or this battle is to show you how hard it is to get in and out of this freighter. I mean, you see, as I'm trying to do this fight, and I'm too close to this freighter, I'm hitting all of these different, things sticking out of the freighter, and it's tossing my ship about. So you can imagine how hard it is to go in. Behind the freighter there, I can't get to it. So, all attack ships have been defeated. So now, we get to talk to the captain, and he's going to invite us on his ship. And now we get to go find the entrance, and we happen to be at the bottom, so we got to come up here to the top. And these are right in the way. Right in the way. How are you going to get in the ship? You know, it didn't do it this time because I happened to get the number 1 bay because of the side it was on. But most of the time, at least 90% of the time, when you go to fly into or out of this freighter, you're going to hit those beams standing up. So that's why we do not want this freighter. But just because I'm here, I am going to go up and I'm going to show you. We're going to check out what kind of freighter this is, just for the heck of it. We did the battle. We're inside. We might as well go up and see what kind of a freighter it is. Or what class and how many storage slots. I'm not even going to worry about the reward because we don't want this ship. Ooh, it is a Class A freighter. Hyperdrive is 29%, and it's got time is 36 slots. So it's only 2 slots away from what the highest freighter is, but because we don't want this type, we are going to go ahead and we are going to hit our options button. We're going to go to this reload current, and we're going to start all over again. And this will be our cycle, and we will go through this each time we go out to the galaxy map. All we have to do and all we have to remember is to pick a different galaxy. You just keep in this cycle, you keep doing this. It's going to take a lot of patience, and you're going to have to just repeat this whole cycle over and over and over again until you get the the actual freighter you want. It will continue. This cycle is never ending as long as you do not wander off, get tired of it, and wander off and do something else in the game and warp to a bunch of different systems. Because once you are out of this cycle and you warp to another system and you don't have a freighter fight, you have to wait until there's a freighter fight again to start the whole sequence again. And since we've already done a ship like this and I've showed you what it's like, I'm not even going to bother with it because that is not the type of ship I want. So I just go ahead and I start the cycle again. And it just goes on and on and on. Now, I did try to record this a couple other times, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 times, and I was having some technical difficulties. So far this time seems to be working. Is there anything that I forgot to mention this time that we talked about in the last one? Can either of you remember?
The only thing,
So far, so good.
The only thing is about the different ranks of the captain, colonel and admiral. That's an easy way of telling whether the ship's
the captain, commander, and the admiral. Usually the captain will have a lower slots, the commander will have more slots, and the admiral will usually have the most. There has been times when these are a little mixed up, but that's, I think, is the basic rule of thumb.
Right. And see, we've made it into our third system. Again, it's a ship or a freighter that we do not want, we're not interested in. So, again, all I'm going to do is reload my current save. Now, I know what we are forgetting to mention, the warp drives. It is not going to take you a ton of warp drives. I know this might seem ominous, but it only takes you one warp drive. Because you're repeating a process and because you're restarting your current save, you are using the very same warp drive over and over and over again. You don't have to have a ton of warp drives. You don't have to have a ton of supplies. All you really need to do is just keep in the cycle, and it uses the same warp drive every single time. Other than that, I think that's pretty much everything you need to know about this glitch. Would either of you like to add anything?
No, I just think that it's patience and it's time, and it's like a lot of things in No Man's Sky. And as we said before, hopefully Mama will come back with more techniques on more of the glitches that we found in later videos, which hopefully will help you out, because there are a lot of glitches in this game. Some are good and some are bad.
Yes, very much so. But and this happens to be a good one, and that's why I wanted to share it, because we were searching online for this glitch. Miyoji found something online that was written either in a blog or there was written directions, but there was no video on it, nothing showing you what it was. It was very vague, and it didn't actually walk you through the entire process. So that's why we're putting this video out there, and that's why we chose to share it with you.
And I would like to add that all three of us travelled 19 galaxies, and we've just constructed bases multiple times, and we are very, very, very good experts. All the things we talk about. Mama Gamer is one of the best, and Wizards a day one, I'm a day one, and we can assure you that all the things that we will talk about and Mama will record are tried and tested methods that we have tried and tested. It just so happens that the the freighter one that Mama's done tonight, video, which she's done exceptionally well, is a new one that we've tried out for the first time today, and ironically it has worked, and it's worked very well, and we hope this benefits you. And we hope that Mama will do more videos which will explain other things.
Provided we have no technical difficulties.
Which fingers crossed we have full control of your internet now, Mama. So.
Yes.
Brilliant.
So I have literally, while we were sitting here talking, I keep warping. I've warped like 7 times or something like that. And I keep coming into systems with that freighter that I am not interested in. So I have done this cycle over and over again just in this last 3 minutes. So there's no reason why somebody should not understand what to do if they're watching this video. It should be quite obvious. So we're interested in it. I open my options, reload current, and I just restart again. That's all there is to it. So,
Brilliant.
Thank you all very much for sticking with me. I will be momentarily deleting all of those glitchy videos that didn't work out, and we will leave this one up. And again, thank you for watching. Thank you, Wizard. Thank you, Miyoji, for allowing me to use your voices and to help me with this video, and for your patience during the glitches. I really appreciate all you guys do for me on a daily basis.